All right. Good evening, everyone. First of all, thank you sincerely for joining this webinar today. I know all of you are school leaders, principals, owners, coordinators, teachers, or people connected with education, and evenings are a valuable time. So I truly appreciate your presence. And today, as we know, we are going to be discussing about the topic that is becoming increasingly important across schools in India. And the topic is Kaushal Bodh and skill education. Many schools are hearing these words, right? Many circulars mention them. Many videos are being made, and that's how we are also here. Many trainings discuss them. But honestly, many educators are still asking, what exactly is Kaushal Bodh? Why has it become important? And how is it different from older systems? How does it, connect with CBSE and NEP 2020? We have been hearing this so much on the media and everywhere. Now it is all about how to implement it. How can we do it without disturbing the academics? So today's session is designed to answer these questions clearly. This is just not a theory session, it is a practical school leadership session. My goal is simple, to give you clarity on this topic, to reduce confusion, and to help you take practical actions in your school. So now we come on to I hope you all can see the PowerPoint PPT presentation. So the current reality in schools, as the slide is in front of you, let us begin honestly. What is the present reality in many schools? Skill education is talked about, but not always understood. It appears in meetings, it appears in inspection, in preparation, it appears in documentation. But when we enter classrooms, often it is missing. We all have seen that. Many schools are facing four common patterns: all talk, no action; leadership, they discuss the innovation and everything; teachers hear new terms, but classroom methods remain unchanged. Number two, reduce to compliance. One activity done, photographs clicked, taken, report submitted, but no meaningful learning, right? Number three, teacher confusion. Teachers genuinely ask, should I teach theory? Should I conduct activities? Should I give marks? How much time is needed? And there is no clear roadmap, no monthly plan, no subject integration model as such, no monitoring system, no ownership. So if your school feels confused, you are not alone. Let me tell you frankly, this is a national transition stage. Every school has it, but confusion must now become clarity. So moving on to the next slide, where it all began. So let me, take you back in time. Now let us understand history. Skill education is not fully new. Many years ago, schools had SUPW. Everybody knows about it, right? Socially useful productive work, where we used to do the embroidery, cooking, everything back then. Its intention was excellent. Students worked with hands. We say they learned basic productivity, did gardening, craft work, community service, practical engagement basically. These were valuable ideas. But over time, in many schools, SUPW weakened. It started, but it weakened. Why? Because systems were weak. I keep on talking about systems, right? So, no defined outcomes, no assessment clarity, no academic connection, no teacher ownership, no review. And whenever systems are weak, even strong ideas, those fail. This gives us an important lesson today. What? Kaushal Bodh. That should not become a new SUPW. It must become a structured modern version of meaningful skill learning. Right? So far, I'm clear. Moving to slide 3. The shift, NEP 2020 and CBSE direction. We all know this is the buzz right now. And now comes the major change. NEP 2020 has shifted education philosophy completely. Earlier, the focus was syllabus completion, memorization, written exams, marks. Now, the focus includes what? Competencies, critical thinking, application, problem solving, communication, creativity, ethics, life readiness. CBSE has also been steadily moving schools towards competency based, right? Experiential learning. Then comes the art integration, skill modules, vocational exposure, student portfolios. This means school must prepare children not only to score, but to function, not only to answer, but to think, not only to remember, but to apply. This is the real shift. Okay, so now just allow me. I think so far I am clear. We are all right. I was just checking the chat box if there is any message there. Fine. Okay. I hope you can please use the chat box and tell me, is the PPT visible to you all? Can you please use the chat box and tell me? Just confirm me once, please. Is the PPT okay? Visible. Thank you so much for confirming. I was getting a little worried. I don't know if you're able to see or no. Fine. Okay. Thank you so much. Fine. So now let us, clear a very common misunderstanding that skill education does not mean extra activity. It does not mean one craft period. It does not mean random competitions. It does not mean keeping children busy. Real skill education means knowledge plus application plus context. Student learns concept, student applies concept, student connects concept to life. For example, let's say a science chapter on plants, right? Plants, now, that is knowledge is equal to plant growth. That needs to be, because plants need sunlight. Or application will be observe plant at home. So context will be explain why balcony plants differ from indoor plants. Now skill develops and observation. Fine. Then comes thinking and communication. Similarly, maths percentages. Instead of only sums, ask student to compare market discounts. Now numeracy, what it will become? It will become a life skill. That is real skill education. Now I will just shift the. So this is a class-wise structure at glance. All right. Class-wise structure at glance. Skill education, skill learning should grow stage-wise. Pre-primary to class 5, learning through play. That we all know, we have been doing it. Communication habits, sharing, creativity, motor skills, routine discipline. Class 6 to 8 comes, this is the Kaushal Bodh stage. Structured exposure, broad awareness, confidence building, exploration. Class 9 to 12 is specialization. Fine. So vocational choices, career orientation, internship thinking, those are all applied pathways. So classes from 6 to 8 are bridge years. We all know that. These are very critical years. Children begin identity formation here, 6 to 8. If guided well, now, later success becomes easier. Clear? Now comes Kaushal Bodh classes 6 to 8. So now let us deeply understand Kaushal Bodh. This stage is not mastery. It is exposure. Children should experience different skill domains before choosing future interest. This is very important. Domain 1, like living things, plants, animals, environment, sustainability, okay, nutrition, care system. So what could be the possible activities we could do? Plant growth journal can be maintained, kitchen waste compost can be done, bird conservation can be done, water conservation project can be done. Then domain 2, materials and machine, tools, materials, simple mechanism. Technology logic is repair mindset, making mindset. Possible activities, what we can do is basic tool identification, model making, like simple machine demonstrations. These are small examples what we can relate with it. Understanding household appliances. Then comes domain 3, that is human services, that is communication, health, empathy, community support, responsibility, and service orientation. And what possible activities we can do in that is, we can do the greeting etiquette, we can do first aid awareness, we can do helping elderly discussions, community cleanliness campaigns we can do, role play service situations we can do. This is excellent because many students discover hidden strengths here. So that is the reason these classes are important. Some are natural communicators, some are makers, some are just observers, some are helpers. Schools should help children discover strength early. That is the main criteria. Now we come to implementation. The most important part is the implementation framework for what we all are sitting here, right? This is the most practical part. How schools should implement. Now use this model: subject, skill, activity, and outcome. For example, science chapter on plants. Again, I'm coming to plants. Skill is equal to observation, activity, grow sapling for 4 weeks. And outcome, students record growth patterns. Fair enough. We come to one more example like English chapter. Skill is communication. Activity, what we can do is 1 minute speaking presentation. Outcome is confidence and clarity. Fair enough. We come to example number 3. Skill, like we take maths. Skill is budgeting. Just plan 500 rupees budget. What will be the outcome? Calculation plus planning. Now we come to social science. Skill is civic awareness. Activity is local cleanliness survey. What will be the outcome? Responsibility plus data interpretation. This means no extra pressure on timetable. Use subject intelligently. That is the most important part of implementation. Common mistakes to avoid. Now, what mistakes must schools avoid? Extra subject model. Giving one isolated skill period, that is a wrong start. Random activities with no objectives, no learning link, no teacher training. Teachers are not trained teachers. They need examples. They need formats. There is no documentation. There is no evidence, means there is no continuity. So there is no review happening. What leadership does not, principals does not review, that declines slowly, gradually. Doing too much, too fast, doesn't. Small, just pilot it. We have to just set an example, give small tasks, start in a small way, right? Now we come to the way forward. Start small, train teachers first. The screen is, I hope you all can see the screen. What should schools, leaders do now? Step 1, create clarity. Why are we implementing this? First, teachers need to know why it is important. Step 2 is start with pilot grades, maybe class 6 and 7. Then step 3 is train teachers practically. Give ready lesson examples to them. That is the most important part. Step 4, monthly themes, like, communication month, health month, innovation month, environment month. Like this, you have to just sort it out. Step 5, you have to do simple assessment, observation rubrics, right? Participation records, portfolios, reflection sheets. We all have to maintain that. Step 6, monthly review meeting, what worked and what failed. Because see, every organization, they all have their own systems, they have own way of working. But at the end of it, if you see, we all have certain setup. We all are like people, you're sitting here right now in the webinar, are pan-India, from different states, from different places, but we all have this common problem. That's what we are sitting here. And things work differently in different schools, that we all understand. That what works in your school might not work in somebody else's school. So when we implement all these things, we need to take baby steps. We need to start small. We need to make small models. We have to start from class 6, 7th. If we just add one activity. We need to understand, because it is now mandatory. Kaushal Bodh, skill learning, the buzz is everywhere on every social media or education page. You go either on LinkedIn, you go on Instagram, on Facebook, everywhere you will find this. So it has become the need of an hour. It has become very important, mandatory. So how we start? This is how we're going to start. And for that, we need to, because teachers are already hardworking, they are already overloaded with work, with paperwork. So much is going on. So adding this in a proper way will be beneficial for the school. will be beneficial for the students. If some activity hum log josh mein aake we start some activity, we start some new rule. I keep on saying in my videos, if you see that hum josh mein aake we keep on adding activities, and suddenly if there is no follow up, that activity dies a natural death. If you I give you one SOP, okay, you just implement this SOP. Josh mein everybody has implemented this SOP. They do it for a week, they do it for 2 weeks, and after that, if nobody follows, if nobody see, the gap started happening. It always happens such. If we don't check, there is not going to be any improvement. 100% I'm telling you, it is all about follow up. It is all about finding the gaps and filling them timely. So what works in your school might not work in somebody else's. So that activity, when we are going to implement in the schools, has to be practical in your school, not just for the heck of it. We have to do it as a tick mark. There is no point. So we were now what we do, we have to celebrate the growth. First we see the gaps if we are running it, then we have to display the projects, appreciate teachers. This builds the culture. Everybody needs encouragement in life. Okay, so I'll just stop sharing this. So I have almost come to the end of the session, and let me just close with one very honest thought. Most schools do not fail because of lack of ideas. They fail because implementation is weak. Kaushal Bodh is not another burden. Please don't treat it as a burden. It is an opportunity to make learning meaningful, to help students think, speak, observe, create, solve, serve, and discover who they are. This is what NEP 2020 has opened the door. CBSE has now given the direction. Now it is the schools. They must act with clarity. I hope this session gave you practical insight and confidence which you were looking for. I was thinking of having this webinar because because of the queries I've been getting, a lot of DMs I've been getting in my Instagram. So I hope this session was beneficial to you. In case anybody has any questions, can please use the chat box. I will keep making the videos. I have already, posted on the YouTube also. If you follow my YouTube channel, you will find I have, okay. So I have, posted the videos on skill labs, what to do, what not to do, and how you have to manage the skill lab, and how to implement into the timetable, how you have to fix it. In case again you have any questions, any queries, you can drop a question either here in the question answer section, or you can DM me on Instagram or Facebook. I'll be happy to give you answers. And again, you can go and see the, I have dedicatedly made around 5 videos on YouTube, where how to establish what is the role of leader, what is the role of teacher in that. I have been posting videos on this so that it becomes helpful for you. So with this, I think we have come to the end. Any questions here? Fine. Thank you so much for joining this webinar. I am right now helping schools. I've been training Pan India. I said I'm working. I've been training a school in Assam. The teachers are taking the NAP 2020 training. And then I'm helping out a school in Kerala to implement the SOPs in their system. The role wise, what will be the KRA of a principal, of a coordinator, of the academic head, of the teachers. I am processing that. I've been helping schools. Then I have a school, I'm helping them with the admissions. That school is in Pune. They are facing low admissions, and I'm helping them with the admission. I'm training their team how to handle the admissions, because definitely we all know we all need admissions. We all need, to run the show. So yes, in case you all need my assistance, if you need my help, you can just drop a message to me. I'm trying to answer all the DMs as far as I can, and I've been responding to everyone. In case somebody has been left out with the trainings, or if in case you want the recording of this webinar, I will definitely be sharing. In case you need it, you can just DM me. I'll forward you the recording of this webinar. Right. Thank you so much for joining once again. Have a great evening, and looking forward for more training and webinars in future. Take care. Bye-bye.